Now, if there's one thing I'm not here to do, that is to act like I got it all figured out, because I most certainly don't. However, there are some things that I have learned, or at least realized. Haven't fully learned to apply it, or put it into practice, but yeah, I have realized some things that have been helpful. And that is, well, first of all, that everything in existence is always perfect. Maybe our egos do not agree with it, but basically whatever happens is necessary. The universe, or whatever you want to call it, I prefer to call it God, because I see it as and not see it as it is an intelligence. Consciousness is all that truly exists, and consciousness and the primordial forces of positivity and negativity. Consciousness is what validates it, and whatever experiences is being generated is ultimately for, well, growth and expansion. Contraction is necessary for proper expansion, but yeah, that's besides the point for now. Everything is basically always perfect, whether our egos agree with it or not. Yeah. Everything, the totality of all is always in perfect equilibrium. And we always have access to that balance, but, well, we have been given free will, so it's up to us to well, take part of that or not. And so that leads me to another thing that I have realized, which is that I'm saying realized on this one because I definitely haven't learned to apply this, but I have definitely realized that thinking is not very helpful at all. Some thinking is necessary, obviously, but for the most part, most of our thinking is not doing us any good. It's not working in our favor, so to say. I don't know if you maybe also have realized we have spent most of our lives thinking, and most of that thinking haven't gotten us anywhere. Clarity comes from silence. If we can still in silence calm our minds, that's when clarity comes. Not instantly. And that's why we also tend to go to thoughts, because it's like, oh, this seems unproductive, and oh, I need to figure things out. And I mean, unless you're financially, financially independent, then a lot of the thinking goes towards that area. But it is a trick. I have, especially last year, because I have known for a long time that is true. Thinking is not very helpful, and clarity and silencing the mind is key. But last year, I think not really for the first, but I reached a new level within that practice, and I had some periods and moments where I really I kind of reached some kind of semi-zen state, you could say. But I mean, should humble myself a little, because I'm definitely not some zen, but that's what I'm striving for. I mean, that is trying to obtain, or that is, I mean, just trying to realize and actualize and blend together with that balance, that equilibrium that I was talking about. And yeah, I've had moments where I really gain clarity and like everything is perfectly fine. And so that type of the thinking that is helpful is usually like it comes like on its own. You can't really go wrong by not thinking, because like the thinking that is helpful is more like, you know, wholesome realizations. It's not like put it into words, and not like, you know, that inner voice that's like all that chatter, and it's it's more wholesome basically. And then of course sometimes yeah, other types of thinking might be necessary, but that type of thinking that is necessary is obvious in the present moment. And that's what that's what it comes down to, being present. And yeah, instead of trying to figure things out, thinking all the time, like what you can think about, if you are to think about anything, is to think about like the things you are grateful for, and think about your breath. Breathe more properly. Like that is, if we breathe properly, that is like the most fundamental gratitude we can do. Like yeah, focusing on our breathing. Yeah, just a little introduction video for this new channel, new year, new channel. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be consistent with this, if nothing else, to keep myself in check. And whoever, if anyone else is watching, appreciate you. And uh, may we may we yeah, maybe we work on this together, or whatever. Anyway, that's all for now.